Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm super excited because I've come up with a combination featuring the 2018, 2019, and 2020 Hogwarts Castle sets, along with the 2024 Owlry and Boathouse. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys the ins and outs of my combination here, along with the little modifications that I've made throughout the buildings. First up, right off the bat, the following sets are included in this video. Set number 75954, the Hogwarts Great Hall from 2018. Set number 75969, the Astronomy Tower from 2020. Set number 75953, the Whomping Willow from 2018. Set number 75948, the Clock Tower from 2019. Set number 76430, the Owlry from 2024. Set number 76415, the Battle of Hogwarts from 2023. And lastly, set number 76426, the Boathouse from 2024. Right off the bat, right along this side, we have the Great Hall, and admittedly, I have completely redesigned the base here so that it fits with the bridge there and the boathouse. So basically, I've taken apart this section, and instead of having the Great Hall Tower originally as seen here built in this vertical fashion, I've repurposed it so that it's built in this horizontal fashion, which I believe worked perfectly for the purpose of combining the boathouse and the bridge in a not so awkward manner. Right along the front, I've decided to be a little fancy there with the Hogwarts emblem, some rock work and some leaves and such. And here we have, of course, the bridge. Now, this is like a small segment of the bridge, and in my opinion, I feel like I did not need the entire longer bridge. I wanted this combination to seem a little bit more packed and snug and not so huge and overwhelming like the green roof Hogwarts from 2023. That one was a little stressful to deal with. So essentially, I've removed the green and removed some of the side corner pieces to build it here. And I think it worked really well in my favor. I love how it turned out, and even your minifigs can just hang out right there. Going back to this side though, here's a look at the first 2024 set in this combination. I mean, it's kind of awkward having the boathouse right in front of the Great Hall doors, but honestly, I thought it'll be a lot more awkward to have this sit right in front of this tan section of Hogwarts without any entrance, so I just went with this. And as you can see there, it works seamlessly in combining the Great Hall dining area with this little boathouse entrance. So in general, I think it worked in our favor there. To combine this, so all I did is I simply found this piece right here from one of the previous Harry Potter sets, and here at the back of the boathouse, we actually have these pins which I've used to just click, and like that, it is nice and firm and sturdy, and it's officially a part of the rest of Hogwarts. We also have these little boats here which you can just put in there if you so please, and this other boat will just be hanging out there as well. So that's pretty cool. I like how it turned out. And again, the little segue there with the Great Hall doors, I feel like that works pretty well in my favor, but of course it could look better, and I'm always looking for feedback, so let me know in the comments down below what you would have done and where you would have placed this section of the boathouse with respect to the rest of this combination. So yeah, and of course this little section was actually taken from one of the other sets. I believe it was the Whomping Willow. I took the right side of that and I put it right here to combine this little bridge with the Great Hall. It's nice and firm and sturdy, connected with Technic pins on this side, with the bridge being on top like that. And I think it's perfect. I like it so much because honestly, if this here was combined with the Whomping Willow, it would look so awkward and stretched out. And I'm not a fan of displays that take up a lot of room. On this side, of course, we have the Hogwarts Clock Tower, which is sort of like a standalone model. Again, it's combined with the bridge here so that it's connected with the rest of Hogwarts, and things get a little bit crafty and interesting when you come along this side, because this used to be the entire Yule Ball dance floor. But I was like, listen, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have a little Yule Ball dance floor in a combination like this, which I'm trying to keep very multi-seasonal and not just a winter type of thing, even though we have some snow at the back of the Owlry, but that there is just a minor detail. And right along this side, I guess you could say this doesn't make much sense, but it was the only thing that fit. We have the back of the astronomy tower. You can essentially see the entire interior of this little smaller section of the astronomy tower. And you can also notice that I've completely truncated the herbology classroom from here because it would sit at a very, very awkward angle and not really fit in with the rest of the Hogwarts sets. So I just got rid of that as well. But as you come along from this side, you can see that we have the exterior of this section of the astronomy tower facing the rest of the exteriors of this combination, which makes sense from this angle at least. Moving on though, we have a look at the astronomy tower right here, which I've kept complete, of course, without the greenhouse. And right along this side, we have the Whomping Willow, and just for the purpose of making it match with the owlery and all the white pieces on it, I've decided to add some small little white detailing at the top of the roofs here and there as well, so that the owlery doesn't seem that awkward in its coloring and placing. So yeah, basically the owlery is a standalone model just hanging out at the back of the sets. But if I were to move back like so, it seems like it's actually combined with them, which I like so much. It's almost like this illusion. I was thinking initially of doing this, so basically grabbing my owlery and then just placing it in the middle amongst all of the other sets, but that seemed a little too crowded for my liking, especially from the interior, and it makes no sense because the owlery technically is supposed to be its own little standalone building. However, it's more of a building that's on the outskirts of Hogwarts. So instead of this, I'll just put it back how it was before. My original placement for this set and this combo was to just have it sit at the very back on its own without any Technic pins binding it to the rest of the sets. But at the same time, it still looks included from this angle at least. I made sure that my combination is very sturdy and intact. You can give it a good shake and it won't break apart. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Honestly, seeing how well these sets fit in with the rest of the older era of Hogwarts sets makes me so happy, and honestly very excited to see how the remake of the Great Hall and the Clock Tower and the Astronomy Tower in the future, if there are remakes for them at least, in the new combination would look like, because I am loving how this turned out and I'm pretty satisfied. I don't really think anything can top this in my opinion, and I'm happy with this. I don't really need the newer Hogwarts sets because this here is more than enough for me, but that's just my opinion. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on trying out my custom combination here. And if you have any questions about how I did anything, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll get to all the questions and answer you guys with as much detail as I can. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.